Welcome back to Cinema Corner. I'm Blake, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Josh and Alex.
And we're finally at the end of the year. It's 2023 is almost over. So we are here to recap the whole year. I think at the beginning of the year, we kind of gave our look forward of 2023. We pretty much named all the movies coming out. And I'm telling you right now, we did not watch all of them. We watched I'm pretty sure Blake watched a good chunk of them. Since he said he watched like 31 or whatever.
I watched 54 movies this year.
54?
Well, for the first time. That doesn't mean they're all 54 from this year, but they're all my first time watching them.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, this might be a long one, so let's just get right into it, because, there's quite a few, a lot more than I thought.
I was just going to say that we did a halfway kind of check-in point, so some of the earlier ones in the year we're not going to mention too much about, because we talked about them. But, just getting started, to start the year, it's always rough at the beginning of the new year. We had Plane, which was, Gerard Butler, just phenomenal movie. Nobody saw that, shocker. And then you got Winnie-the-Pooh, Blood and Honey, once again. Nobody saw that. So that...
I don't think anybody even really realized it actually came out this year.
Yeah, so like I said, that was the first two, first 2 months of the new year are always pretty tough. Finally, you got to Cocaine Bear, and that's just really where this year took off. Obviously, I did a solo review of that, so I'm not going to dive too much into it. I believe it is now on a streaming service. I think I just saw that recently. So definitely check that one out if you haven't, because that kind of set the tone for the phenomenal theater year, or a year that would be for films. So Cocaine Bear was great. Then you go to Creed 3. Obviously, once again, I did a review on this one. Neither of them saw it. Really good boxing movie. Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut. Shout out Jonathan Majors, who's in a little bit of issue right now. Also shout out Michael B. Jordan, who just crashed his car while trying to street race into a PT Cruiser. So shout out that PT Cruiser person who's got a brand new Cadillac coming their way, I'm sure. And then this is really where we got into the thick of things, where Alex takes over. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Alex, if you want to give your thoughts on that one.
Didn't watch it. Sorry.
What are you talking about?
No, I thought like Josh watched it, but I guess.
Yeah. Oh no, Josh, you said you're a big DC Shazam guy. What was your thoughts on the second one?
Yeah, I'm such a big Shazam guy. I thought the one curly hair blonde dude guy, was in the new Percy Jackson one. Turns out was not that guy. So I'd say it was a solid 3 out of 10 movie.
That's good to hear.
Welcome.
And then we have one we didn't talk about, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, which, you want to talk about that one for a little bit.
Yeah, that is one that was kind of a weird movie that just decided to come out. Went to go see it. It was pleasant. That's really the best thing you can kind of say about it, so take that how you will. Nothing crazy. Will you remember this movie? Probably not. Will you hate this movie? No. That's what you need.
I mean, I didn't hate it, and I didn't go to theater to watch it. I watched it on Paramount Plus or whatever streaming service it's on. It was pretty good. It was entertaining. Like,
it's enough.
It's enough. Yes, it's enough.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, as a established channel, we have returning segments. Last year, while doing this, we had a couple award winners, which obviously we dove into what those awards were, and who won them. One of them was the RKO movie of the year. Came out of nowhere. Would you say, for either of you, is this in contention for that award for you?
No, I'm saving that one. That award. Yeah, that one. There's definitely one that I think deserves that.
Okay, Alex, thoughts?
It might be, honestly. It's definitely in contention. Looking at the list here, I don't see another one that stands out that I wasn't expecting coming out, that I knew about prior to it. So it's definitely up there. I'm not going to say for sure that I'm crowning it the winner, but let's just keep going and see if there's potentially someone else there. Yeah.
Then we had John Wick 4, which one day I'll get around to it. One day I'll get around to it.
I think that's how we all are, aren't we?
Did you watch it, Josh?
No, Dude, it actually insults me every time I pull my TV up. It shows it's on the Stars app or some bullshit like that, and I'm just like, until it decides that it's worthy of a good streaming service, then I'll watch it.
I agree.
Damn.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Just saying.
I did watch it, and since these two didn't watch it, I don't want to spoil it, but I'll just say it's another solid ass entry in the John Wick franchise. I mean,
Good to know.
That's what they say.
it's
That's what they said. That's what they said.
cinematography was definitely on point.
Okay.
And then we have Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, which Josh was the only one to watch that one.
Yeah. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
I remember it.
That's good.
If you're
That's
just
good
trying
to know.
to see kind of like a modern, like warfare type movie that has just a decent plot, has plenty of actors that I think anybody would see. I think there's definitely a few actors in there you'd recognize, and they're like of the tier that you're like, do they make the movie necessarily way better? No, but do you like them? Yes. So it makes the movie better in a way. Boy, Anthony Starr is in it. Makes a random appearance. His character's fun, very short lived. Survival, just modern warfare movie, and it fits another category of good enough if you're really bored on a Friday and you have, your older parents just want some classic war film, then watch it.
Interesting.
Okay.
And then we have what I think was right up there with one we don't have on here, Haunted Mansion by Disney. But this one falls in that same category of perfect time to release a movie that fits the season. We had Renfield, the Nick Cage vampire movie that came out sometime around April, which when I think of vampire movies, I'm like, boy, April is the time that I'm like, holy cow, I would love to watch one right now. So I was just right there with Disney putting out a Haunted Mansion movie in the middle of the summer. Good marketing, good thought process. Obviously, I have a review of this as I was forced to watch it. It was a decent movie. Like, you can definitely watch this one and be like, that was a movie. Not super disappointed, but also not going to really rave about this one. But it's an interesting movie.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if you just want to see some gnarly ass kills and it's like a popcorn movie. That's basically what it is.
Yeah,
And
they definitely
the
use that rated
performances
R.
are decent.
That R rating. Yeah. They definitely use it for the gore aspect of this film.
100%.
And then we have, we'll let the two Italians on here talk about the great Italian movie. Obviously, you two are in costume with your red and green right now. Big time Italian boys.
Look at that. It's
Why don't you
destiny.
talk about your
It's
Super
destiny.
Mario movie?
I mean, I saw this in theaters and only want to see it, which I was a bit surprised that I was going to be the only one because I think it was kind of a lot of meme-ish movies this year, which we still haven't even got into the rest. I don't know, went in for the meme, came out pleasantly happy with it. Jack Black definitely carried hard, I would say. Chris Pratt's voice for Mario was not nearly as disgusting as you were thinking it was going to be, so that was a big plus. And then Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong. Not indifferent about that one, I don't know.
I enjoyed it. I gotta say,
it could go either way with that one. Could go either way. Animation was crisp and it was fun, and there was a couple moments that made me laugh completely out loud. So I think that's a win for that movie. That was a win for 2023.
Best thing they did was cast Jack Black in the movie. Just gotta say it. Guy definitely carried. He's that guy. He is that guy.
And then we have Guardians of the Galaxy 3, obviously one of the best Marvel movies in recent history, and as far as I'm concerned, marked the end of the MCU's run. Obviously, we did a video about this as we all saw it, but I mean, this movie, that was just great job, James Gunn. Phenomenal end to the trilogy.
Those are back-to-back major wins for 2023.
100%.
It doesn't stop there.
It doesn't.
Doesn't stop
Does
there.
it? Does
Because
it?
now we
not.
talk about family with
Family.
Fast X. Alex, take it away.
Did not watch it, so
None of us
that
did.
doesn't
Moving
scare
on.
me.
No, I'd say the win for that one is just how much money you can spend on a Fast and Furious film. So I think that's a win for the economy.
Well,
Then
if
we
you
can
want
go
to
to
talk
the
about a
next.
movie that spent money and none of us saw, Little Mermaid.
Spent a lot of money on marketing. That's for sure.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
It
they
was
did.
marketed for like 6 months for sure. Yeah.
It felt like a whole year.
One day. One day. Maybe I'll get bored and watch it. And then we go to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Obviously a very heavily anticipated movie of the year. I would say it was probably top 5 easily for the most anticipated films of the year. Which we talked about a little bit, but I'll let you two kind of speak on that.
Another big animated film for 2023 that made a lot of money and was a big success, I'd say, in the eyes of the majority. So, and once again, huge win for 2023. I felt like it was better than the first one. So for me, that's all I needed.
I agree. It's just one hell of a sequel, and I'm waiting on the third one when it comes out in 2 years.
No, it's coming out next year. It's set at the end of it. March 24, I believe. Yeah, look out for
Spider-Man
that.
will return.
Yeah, allegedly. Which one? And then we go to Asteroid City, which was Wes Anderson. This movie, he just every single actor you could think of, actor or actress you could think of was in this movie. And they all got paid about $2 because they all wanted the privilege of working with Wes Anderson. And boy, did it suck. Just so stupid. Just so stupid. I mean, it's Wes Anderson, so like some of the shots just like visually look really cool. But for the most part, when you try to make a movie and make a point about like not all movies have to have a point, it's like, yeah, you're just fucking lazy and pretentious, and people who suck that off and support it just jump in a hole. So yeah, movie was not good.
This movie probably needed $1 billion in marketing to convince me to watch it after Blake just texted me. I was planning to see it, I think the next day. And then you texted me saying that movie was so fucking bad.
It was.
I was like, okay. So I was
when
like,
you have
all right,
when you have a whole chant of people saying "wake up, wake up," trying to show how like not everything has to have a point, not all the movies have to have a point. Yeah, you pretentious people can just suck that off if you want, but just let's all be real, that's just stupid and trash. And then we go to not stupid and trash, Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Josh, take it away.
And I thought it was stupid.
All right, Josh, taking it back from you. Alex, take it away.
Listen, this might be like the guilty pleasure movie because I actually somewhat enjoy this. I can just fucking get some popcorn, start munching on that while I watch a bunch of fucking Transformers beat up on each other. And I
only saw it for the end credit.
Don't even get us started. We're gonna have a whole video diving into that probably.
Can't wait for that trilogy.
Be on the lookout for that world building. And then we have another terrible movie with The Flash.
Whoa, Blake! I need you to give at least a little bit on Transformers.
Oh, I mean the last like 10 minutes of that movie is just phenomenal, just so good. Bumblebee's elite.
Some would say they only good 10 minutes.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
That's what they say. I mean, that 10 minutes wasn't in there.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about a movie that didn't have 10 minutes of anything good. The Flash.
Whoa. Excuse me.
Oh,
Just, it had at least one scene where Ezra was running normal. And that, to me, at least had to be a couple minutes. Now it's a win. Because then you realize they purposely run bad. They can run normal. So, might be the first time they were acting. I don't know.
Maybe that is the brilliance of their acting.
Michael Keaton had a bit of a... Yeah, it was brutal. I mean, couldn't even enjoy seeing it to hate watch it. It was that bad. It was a hard loss for 2023.
Cool.
Casual DCL. And then we have Extraction 2. Netflix original with Chris Hemsworth, obviously. Alex.
I enjoyed this one. Listen, I really enjoyed the first one. So when they were getting a sequel ready, I was like, listen, it's Netflix. I already got it. I might as well just watch it. And yeah, it's just dumb action. Chris Hemsworth is decent in it, and it's just kind of one of those again where good enough. You know, it'll get you through. I think it's like 2.5 hours long. So whatever, it's just action.
That movie needed to fire its marketing team, that's for sure.
It's
Because
a little lengthy, I feel like.
I mean,
no
but
clue.
there's one shot where it's literally like one full shot, and he's going through this like I guess
Right,
like
I was going to ask
outdoor
how was
prison.
that at least.
Oh yeah, no, that was very well shot. So I mean, it's worth it alone for just that, just to get entertained and see how they shot that one scene that I think goes for like 12 minutes long. So it's pretty good,
Interesting.
pretty good.
Then we get into the back half, where things really take off. Starting with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Yeah. Who saw
Didn't see
this,
it.
for being honest? Who actually went out to see this movie?
I'm sure there's some 50-year-olds who went nuts for it.
I don't know, man. Even my parents, as big Indiana Jones fans, had no interest. So who saw this? That's it's a real good
nobody
question. I'll be honest.
as it flopped. So nobody saw this. Check it out on Disney
Shocker.
Plus. And then we have Mission Impossible, which I think that was actually a good movie. Actually a good one.
It's definitely a bounce back from Indiana Jones, that's for sure.
Well, that's definitely for sure.
I mean, this was almost a like back stretch though that we're actually going into when they released, because it was
Yeah, it
Indiana
was,
Jones and then Mission Impossible, and then going to the next two that literally came out the same day.
Yeah, which you just got
Oppenheimer.
the Barbenheimer experience. Obviously took the internet and the movie world by storm. Obviously, Josh and I did a review of these, so we won't dive too much into them. Alex, as somebody who did not get to comment on either of those, now you can use your time to talk about both those movies.
Still haven't watched it. Neither of them.
That's crazy. That's actually dumb fun.
It's weird how Barbie's on HBO, so you could
See
go
the
watch that
Extraction
right now,
2?
but shocker,
Yeah, but
you don't
it's
go watch it.
a musical, isn't it?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weatherboy?
Okay, if it's a musical, I'm not watching it. Sorry.
It's not a musical. I mean, there's like 2
That's
dance numbers maybe, but that doesn't make it a musical.
Yeah, it's not like
Just
a
two-
musical.
just two.
musical. It's not like
Just
High School
two.
Musical. Let's just
Okay.
put it that way. There you go.
Okay.
If you're
Then
worried about
I might
High
be
School
open to
Musical,
it.
it's not.
Okay. I know one is like
That's
the
three.
I'm just
There's intro.
yeah, but
Middle and the end.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
are they long or are they somewhat short?
It's not cringy. It's not like a cringy
It's not
like moment.
long.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Then I'll think about it. It's
That's
definitely
just
open
wild
to
to
it.
me.
We all
There
know.
you
I
go.
just-
And
I
you haven't
just-
even seen Oppenheimer though. That's crazy.
Listen, I'm a big fan
I mean,
of
that's not on
Margot Robbie.
anything, so
Who cares?
it's kind of tough to see Oppenheimer. It just now got released where you can buy it, but then we go to the Marvels. Alex, thoughts on that one since you didn't have the time to see Barbie apparently? What do you think about this female-led movie?
Did you guys watch it?
Shocker,
Yeah,
Alex can watch
good
this one.
chunk.
Let's go to Blue Beetle.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it?
I did not see Blue Beetle, no.
No, did you watch the Marvels?
We moved on already.
Yeah.
Nope,
We're on to the
shocker.
next
No
topic.
one did. Okay,
Yeah,
I saw
first.
majority of it.
glad that we're on the same
Same.
page. No
Saw
one
majority
watched
of
Blue
it.
Beetle? Cool, okay. On to the next one.
I feel like
Wait,
nobody even
Expendables
talked
4.
about the Blue Beetle. Can we be honest? When it actually like came out, everyone's talking before it.
It's on HBO Max, or it's on Max.
I get that, but nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
Like this movie died when it came out,
DCEU is dead. Okay, like
but still,
Aquaman
I'm
comes
serious.
out,
Aquaman.
and
It's
it's
kinda
over.
weird.
And then it's James Gunn.
People
time,
talk about
okay?
the Flash when it came out,
Well, yeah, because it's
but Blue
how bad
Beetle
it was.
just did not get talked about.
Unfortunately, I have not got around to Expendables 4.
Yeah,
Needed to come to a streaming service soon. Needed that in my life.
Yeah, it's gonna be on like
Stars.
Peacock. That's a Peacock type.
that is a Peacock type movie.
Then we go to Killers of the Flower Moon. Apple, 2 in a row Apple movies that were in theaters.
I mean, I've heard good things
No,
about this, but I haven't seen it. No.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, and I feel like this is one I didn't see in theaters. I'm never gonna watch it because, like, am I ever gonna voluntarily be like, let me watch this 3.5 hour long movie? Probably not. So missed my opportunity. Lovely.
I don't think I would enjoy it too much if I did see it.
Napoleon, another Apple made one. Obviously, we all three of us had a review on this one. We'll let Alex give a little bit more thoughts from that video. He had some moments of shine. We'll let you just talk about Napoleon a little bit, Alex.
Cheeks were clapped. That's all I remember from it.
Thank you. Okay, on to The Killer. Has anyone had the chance of the recent release, The Killer? Seen that?
No, I have not.
Yes, I watched that one on Netflix.
When did you watch?
It was once you get past the first 20 minutes, it's a good movie. But you just want to start that thing roughly around like 19 minutes in. Just start from there, and it's a good movie. You watch that first 19 minutes, not a very good movie. That really takes it down a notch. Very slow, boring build at the beginning, but then once it goes, it gets enjoyable. So it's worth a watch, as long as you know the first 20 minutes. Just maybe start the movie and then start working on some snacks. Go to the bathroom, get something to drink, come back to your couch, and then you'll be in a good space. But now we get into the season, that Christmas season.
Good Christmas movies here.
Good Christmas ones. We'll start with that phenomenal Hunger Games Songbirds and Songs and Snakes and
The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yeah,
yes,
it's actually pretty good. I mean, this is one where I'm like, didn't expect it to be anywhere close to good or even decent, and I was pleasantly surprised by it. So yeah,
kind of came out of nowhere, for being honest.
It's an average movie.
Yeah. Josh, I have yet to hear your RKO award winner. Kind of find that a little weird.
I was kind of realizing, the awards we don't give it really at the last. I mean, mine was, if we're going all the way back, it was Barbie, obviously, for me. That one made when the first announcement of it was like, okay, what the hell is this? And the first seeing a bit of the teaser of it, it's like, okay, this movie's going to be bad. Then the more you kept seeing of it, like, oh God, I got to see it. And then I watch it, and then, it rose the ranks quite high real fast. So yeah, that one's got to be mine easily. Came out of nowhere. Big win for me.
Big win for the culture. Then we have Wonka. Alex, thoughts?
Is it even out yet? I don't even know it's out.
Yeah, it's out. I saw it. Kind of forgot that going into this, so this would actually be a musical. Don't know why. Didn't think that, but if you kind of just forget that part, it really adds a lot of just shell shock value to the movie. So yeah, just be
What'd you think of the giraffe
if you haven't
scene?
seen it. Enjoyed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
And then we'll go to my winner of the RKO, Godzilla Minus One. This is a Japanese-made movie that was somewhere in the estimated $10 to $15 million budget. It's really good. I saw it a subbed version, which I kind of liked better. Still getting to hear the actors, speak in their tone and of Japanese, and getting to hear how they were delivering lines. I think was better than seeing the dubbed version. But for as little of a budget as has, Godzilla was a little stiff. But definitely can get over that, and they spent the money where they needed to when he was destroying some stuff. So I thought this was a really well done Godzilla movie. It was definitely different than the adaptations we've been getting recently and are going to continue to get with Kong vs. Godzilla. Or
Godzilla
is it still Kong?
X Kong.
Yeah,
Godzilla X Kong, the new
something like that.
Whatever. Yeah.
Definitely this is a different adaptation, the more of classic of Godzilla is just a demon and humans are trying to stop Godzilla. He doesn't need to be aimed towards anything. They're trying to stop him, which I kind of appreciated going back to that idea. But yeah, this was easily my RKO winner. It's kind of like a thriller. It's kind of like a thriller horror movie the way he is, especially in the beginning. the way he's kind of introduced right away, which was always good to see. You know, when you go into a Godzilla movie, would like to see Godzilla within the first, you know. Not saying that I
30
recently
minutes.
watched Godzilla recently, the 2016 version, like I just did a couple hours ago. I think it took over an hour till you saw any part of Godzilla, so that was stupid as shit. So yeah, this one easily was my RKO winner and worth checking out. And then obviously Aquaman and Lost Kingdom. We're not going to talk about this one too much, as you can click on the video we just released last week.
Exactly.
We did our deep dive of this one. So we're not going to talk about it too much. You can watch it there. Just relatively surprised on this one. We'll just say that much. And then we have two that Rebel Moon something Fire King Children.
Part 1, so that way you know that if it doesn't get a part 2, he knew what he's doing.
It's classic Zack Snyder.
Saying part 1 is like, put that in the title. He knows the critics ain't gonna like it, but the audience will. Guarantees he gets a part 2. It's genius, and that's why that movie was good enough.
Yes, sir.
And then Iron Claw, the A24 movie with Zac Efron about the wrestling family. That you know, that one is not out yet. We'll watch that one. Should be good. But that one I definitely am gonna watch just because I like Zac Efron. I'm interested in the story. And it's A24, so there's a chance it's really good.
Or really bad.
Massive chance it's going to be terrible, because that's what they do. They put out one good one and then like 18 bad ones.
Hey man, they're always fun to watch in the theater, though. You know, they'll always give you a moment. Even if
Especially
it's really
when
bad,
they throw in
it's a
some
moment.
random sexual thing to happen that just does
It's
not
always
need to
fun
be
just
necessary.
having my hand in some popcorn when that's happening, and just have my buddy next to me, and they're going. They're going.
That's one way to describe it. Yes.
Yep.
So some of our other awards, Alex, if you want to kind of present some of the other categories for awards that we do for the end of the year videos.
To be honest with you, I don't remember. I know it's worst movie of the year and best movie of the year. I was actually, the whole time I was trying to look for them and I could not find them. I even had them like professionally made and shit. So I have like literally Randy Orton on the top of the trophy as the RKO, but you know. Yeah, it's RKO, best movie of the year, worst movie of the year. So I think those were the three that we did. Unless we want to introduce a fourth one.
Whatever you say, we'll do. It's worst movie of the year. Yeah, so I'll go Asteroid City. That was my worst movie of the year for sure. That movie sucked. Terrible. Wes Anderson. All your little fanboys that it was so good. Just, it wasn't. Josh?
I think just out of personal hype, I'll say Napoleon for me. Just because I get The Flash really sucked, but I knew going into it's gonna suck. But Napoleon was like disrespectful. You know, we got the review out, but it was disrespectful. Let's just say that in many regards. You know, The Flash, whatever you want to say, that's a movie studio just trying to save some money. But Napoleon.
All right, if I had to choose one, and it's not even bad. I'll give it to Extraction 2. Just because it's kind of
Nothing special.
by default, that's kind of what it got. But honestly, I didn't see a bad new movie, like one that I can definitively say it was shit, because I avoided those. So
Good for you.
maybe next year.
All right. Best movie, Josh?
I mean, this is easily Barbie for me this year. It's a win.
For me, it's Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is my number one movie of the year.
Yeah, me too. Easily. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is my best movie.
Agreed.
And
we had more categories, but Alex
RKO.
didn't pay attention to those. So, well, that one we've already announced those winners, but it's whatever. We had 4 categories.
Okay.
It's
Well,
fine.
mine was Super Mario Brothers. Because definitely
Godzilla Minus One, and Josh's is Barbie, as we all know. So
Wait, so
that's gonna do it.
it won 2 awards. Barbie won 2. It won Best Movie and RKO.
Yeah, it's that good.
Damn.
Well,
Okay.
some would argue, is it really an RKO contender, considering how much we knew about the budget and the marketing going into it? It wasn't a
Right.
we all knew about it. It wasn't like, oh shit, that movie's coming out right now. So some would say it wasn't really in contention.
Well,
for the
I
category.
argue the RKO happens of terms of also your expectations going into it.
That's true.
No.
That's true. That's
It's
true.
supposed to just be. It comes out of
That's kind
nowhere.
of the same thing with me for Super Mario Brothers. It's like it's a $1 billion movie. I didn't expect it to be anything special, and I was surprised by it. So I was like, okay.
This is like Geno Smith winning comeback player of the year last year. Like, what did he come back from? Being a bench player? Is that really a comeback? What are we doing? You know what I mean? Movies had over $200 million sunk into them. Is that an RKO out of nowhere movie? Who's to say? He didn't write back, and he just beat the Eagles. Shout out Geno on the sideline helping out Drew Lock. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, be on the lookout. Next week, we will be talking about our 2024 movies, that, the bigger ones that we know about, and talking about our thoughts about looking ahead to the future of cinema, if you will. But as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.